everybody. I just finished my class. I'm in class yesterday, today, and tomorrow, this week, and next week as well. And I'm taking a course on energetic balancing. And so I learned a really cool technique today that I wanted to try with you and teach you. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a couple pens or pencils. And if you have blood pressure issues, you might want to test it now, and then you can do it right after this event, these techniques. But what I would recommend is that you let it integrate. Let it wait a little while and then take your blood pressure again and compare. And you might need more than one time to doing these techniques to calm the nervous system down. So what are these techniques? So these techniques are called nervous system balancing techniques. And what we're doing is we're balancing the sympathetic system with the parasympathetic. Your sympathetic system, it's called the autonomic nervous system. Your sympathetic nervous system is your fight, flight, or freeze. And you'll know when you're heavy into sympathetics because your chest breathing. Your head feels a little dizzy and you feel lightheaded. You are anxious. You just don't feel, you feel like you're heightened or hypervigilant. Yeah, and on guard all the time. That's when your sympathetics are in overdrive. And I'm feeling a little bit like that right now because it's been an interesting day. Yes, it has. So your parasympathetic is your rest and digest nervous system. It's what kicks in to make all of your organs work properly. Of course, you need your sympathetics as well, but without the balance, things don't work that well as it's your rest and digest system, your parasympathetic system. So it truly does help you with sleep. So if you're heightened in sympa and not as balanced, you're going to have sleep issues, you're going to feel hypervigilant, you might feel anxious, you might have panic attacks, etc., etc. So it's super important to have these two systems balanced so that you can self-heal, because that's when you're in homeostasis, right? So what this does, these techniques, is you're working on the primal reflexes that we're born with. So if you've ever startled a baby, they go like this, and they kind of, their arms go up. They might not make that face, but their arms go up. So that's a primal reflex. And as we age and are able to deal with things that come up in our life, those primal reflexes start to dissipate and kind of drop off. But sometimes we get stuck in them. And then those may be the reason why your sympathetic nervous system is heightened. Okay, so last night in Core and Restore, I taught you a grounding technique. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to do the two nervous system balancing techniques. As I said, you're going to need pens. I'm going to teach you the tapping thing that kind of brings everything into the body first. The first tap is at the crown, and you're taking your hand like that because you're going to tap both the right and the left hemisphere together. So when we tap the crown, that's your awareness of the issue. Then you're going to tap your heart, and that brings things into the physical. And then you're going to tap your gut, which brings you into embodiment or brings you into your belief system. Okay? So let's start with our grounding technique first. I did teach you this last night in the Core and Restore class. I'm in our basement, so and I don't have to go very far in my imagination before I'm going to hit Mother Earth because I'm down in the basement. But if you're on the first floor or the second floor of your house, or if you're in a condo and you're up on the 8th floor, whatever, your intention has to go way down, okay? So for me, I'm going to have to go down about 5 or 6 feet. So I'm growing the roots out of my feet down to the center of the earth. There we go. And I breathe. I'm connected to Mother Earth through those roots come out of my feet. And I take a couple breaths. And now I'm going to tap. And I tap for at least 2 breaths, or I feel the shift. There, I felt the shift. And then my heart, to bring it into the physical. There we go. And then to my gut with my middle finger in my belly button, or just over the belly button to make it, to bring it into embodiment or into my belief system. There, that's the grounded one. I taught you that last night. Okay, so the first one of the nervous system balancing is that's what we need the pens or the pencil with. So you're gonna put the pen or the pencil in front of your ring finger and behind your other fingers. Okay, and you're gonna do that in both hands. So in front of the ring finger and behind the other fingers. Don't worry about the thumbs. It's going to have its own job to do. Okay? Now lie down on your bed or the floor or the couch. Okay. Your arms go straight up to the ceiling. You extend your wrists. Your thumbs point to the ceiling. Okay? So you extend your wrists, bring your wrists back, thumbs to the ceiling. You plantar flex your toes, your feet, or point your toes, but curl your toes under. Careful you don't get a cramp in your feet. Don't squeeze it so hard. I'm already getting a cramp in my left foot. Eyes are closed, but your eyes look up towards your forehead with your eyes closed. Okay, you got it? Extend the wrists, thumbs to the ceiling, plantar flex the feet, curl the toes, eyes to the forehead. And hold it for a couple breaths. Or until you feel a shift. Good. And bring it down. Good. Okay. The next one isn't as difficult. And if you want to tap that one in to make sure it's permanent, so you're going to tap top of the head for 2 breaths or till you feel a shift. And then the heart. And then the gut. Good. Okay. The next one, you take baby finger and thumb and touch them together. Okay? This one's simpler. Baby finger and thumb touch together. Okay? And line your back. Your right hand, and I'm not going to use mirror image here, my real right hand's going to go over my left arm and just lie them on my belly. I'm going to point my toes and curl my toes under, and I'm going to, just a second, getting a cramp. And then close my eyes, and with my eyes closed, look up to my forehead. And breathe. And wait for the shift. There. Excellent. And now let's tap it in. So, we'll tap the crown for at least 2 breaths. There we go. Tap the heart for at least 2 breaths. And now the belly button. Over the belly button. There. Give it a try. And then what I get you to do, for those of you with any blood pressure issues, just to see if you see a objective change. I can't remember the words, before and after. But I would recommend that you don't take the blood pressure right away, because that might be too soon. And if you take your 2 blood pressures twice too soon, sometimes it'll elevate. All right, so, just enjoy it and see how it works. And that's it. Take care. Another little tidbit for you.